Hello there guys, and welcome back to the vlog. So today is a very exciting day for us here, because it's sheep day. I finally put the fence up, after putting all those posts in. It took a little while, let me tell you. It took a little while with a hammer, nails, oh not nails, those U-bend nails. But this is it, look. This is the finished product. I've decided not to go with the electrified fence for now. See, that's all it is. Just those U-shaped nails in there. Pull this along the mesh. One thing I didn't show you on the camera is that when we were cleaning out all this stuff up there, is I found this old gate. It was a little bit rusted, or not rusted, a little bit war-torn, so I put a few new nails in it. But yeah, this is it. This is it. So yeah, also got these two little troughs. One for food, one for water. And this is it. It's just a square patch, really. Just a square patch. Nothing special, but there should be plenty of space. Like I said, we're aiming to hopefully get about 20. I can't remember how many I can fit in the trailer. But yeah, this is it. First step to having animals is sort of complete. Now we just need to go and get the animals. So I need to get the trailer. I also need to check how many you can get in there. I don't think I can fit 20 in there. I just need to check that. Let's just quickly check on the old chickens. Right, they're fine, running around, making noise as they always do. Right, trailer. Let's quickly go and check how many sheepsies we can fit in here, because I can't remember. And I don't know if it says anywhere. I might need to go and have a look at the book inside. No, it doesn't say. Okay, and let me quickly go and check on the book inside. I can't remember what it is. I think it's 10. I think it's 10, so it means we're going to have to do 2 trips. Let me just check that, and I'll pick up the keys, and then we'll head out. Right. Let's head out. Oh, no, actually, let's go and get the trailer first. That would be a good idea. Wouldn't be very good turning up to the animal market without any way of transporting animals, now would it? Click that on there, plug that in, wheeler up. Should be good to go. I hope. Right. Let's head out. Watching the swing, of course. Actually, let's go that way around, just in case. Might be a bit easier. Yeah, we still need to get all of the gravel for this part as well. Right, there we go. Got out of the tight area. This will be a nice surprise for Sarah when she gets back, if we have some sheepsies in the field. It will be quite nice. And goats as well. I want to get a couple of goats to go with them, because I have read that you can put goats and sheep in the same place, so it's fine. Should be okay. Should be okay. Beautiful spring morning. Although they have forecast showers for later on this week, so... One thing that Goat Pen is missing, obviously, is some kind of a hut for them. I mean, because we're in spring and we're coming up to summer, I decided not to do it yet and just leave them outside. But obviously closer to the winter time we get, and autumn, and obviously I will build one. I'm just going to try and put up like a little lean-to thing with maybe a few sides on it just to keep the wind off of them, put some hay in there and stuff like that. But we will put one up. But for now we just want to get them here, get them used to us, let them settle in. We're hoping they're going to be friendly sheep. We want them to be friendly sheep. We want them to be, you know, happy around humans. We don't want them to be afraid of us. I know that some people may disagree with that, but I would prefer them to be happy and friendly with me, and, you know, obviously Sarah as well, not go into the pen and they start butting you and stuff like that. That's not what we want. Not at all. So that's not what we want. Yeah, it is a beautiful spring morning. Right, once again, here we are. Same place we picked the chickens up from. Yep. Right, let me just park up somewhere. Pull in over here quickly. Just out of the way. Obviously not blocking that person's fence. I don't want to do that. I just want to get this tight over to the curb, really. Or to the verge, I should say, not the curb. Right, that'll do. Right, let me go and speak to the people. And, yeah. We'll load up. So, I'll be back with you when we have some sheep. Right, well, loaded up. I'm not going to show you them now, obviously, because we're back in the car. I will show you them when they're roaming in the field. But we got a nice little selection. Only 10 for now. Or 12, I think. 12. I think I managed to squeeze 2 goats in there as well. Yes, we did. We got 2 goats. So we've got 10 sheep and 2 goats. So I'm going to have to come back and get another 10, which is fine. It was a little bit pricey, that bill. A little bit more than I expected. But obviously not knowing anything about buying animals, I was sort of relying on the guys there at the market to help me pick and choose. So yeah, we got some nice ones. We got some nice fluffy ones. And hopefully they're going to enjoy their new home. So yeah, like I said, a little bit expensive, but it's okay. I didn't really have a figure in mind because obviously I've never bought animals before. So like I said, I solely relied on the guys there to help me pick and choose. And he sort of went over a few things that I should look for, check for. I need to be very careful with flies and sheep because they get flies embedded in their wool and then they can lay eggs and cause maggots, and it's just very nasty. I had seen that before on some pictures and things on the internet. So yeah, it doesn't look very nice. So there's a few things I need to get. I think they just call it fly off or defly or something like that. He was telling me there in the market. I just need to get a couple of bottles of those, give them a spray every 6 months, and that should keep the flies not away, but it will keep them at bay, hopefully. That's the main thing. And he told me what I need to do to check on them. Just sort of give them a quick check every day, make sure they're okay, make sure none of them have fallen over. Because sometimes they fall over and they can't get back up again. So it's a morning check and an evening check, just to make sure that nobody has fallen over. That's a very nice colour, that is. Right, here we are. There we go. So now I need to put it back into four-wheel drive mode. I mean, it is only grass, but we should be okay. Yeah, this is growing nicely. This is going to need cutting again soon, I should think. Also going to have to think about what next. What is the next thing we want to put in this field? Alright, straighten up. Let's just quickly go and open the gate without showing you inside the back. So we'll walk backwards and not turn around. There we go, you can't see in there. Surprise, surprise. Secrets and secrets. Right. Now then, let's see if we can get this in here. Ooh, nope, not at all. Not at that angle. Actually, I can just... What am I doing? I can just drive in forward, can't I? Because there's nothing in there at the moment. Sometimes I do make life difficult for myself. Yeah, let's drive in forward. I mean, in the future, obviously, I'm going to have to reverse so they don't escape. And then we may be able to turn around here. Do full lock. Easy, 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 easy. Right. This should do. Let me just pull up closer so they don't escape. Right. Let's get them out. Okay. There we go. They're all in. All their little tags on for their new home. Ooh, hello. No, no, you're not trying to escape. Go that way. Go on. Shush. No, no. Go on. Whoosh. Go on. That way. Little mischievous thing. So, yeah. Like I said, we've got a couple of them. They've all been tagged up. I've got the paperwork in the truck. Got a nice little goat here. Hello. Hello. Oh. You cute little fella. Couple of... I don't know the breeds, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to look into them. I do have them all written down in the paperwork. So I will know eventually. Got a black one. Oh, here's a goat. Look, here's a billy. Hello, old boy. Yeah, you got to be careful of them tusks. They're... or horns, not tusks. I know, tusks come out the nose. They're horns. They're definitely horns. Yeah, they can be a bit sharp. Yeah, so there we go. That's 10. Let's go and get some more. Get away from the gate. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Right. Let's go and get some more. To close that up. Close this. Now you're trapped. I'll have to come and give them some food, obviously, but they've got plenty of grass to eat there at the moment, so they should be okay. Right, probably not going to film trip 2, because it's just there and back again, so I'll probably put the camera down, put some music on, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back when we are back here again with the second load. Okay. Welcome back. And welcome back to some more sheepsies. There we go, look at that. They seem quite happy, I guess. Look at those two plotting their escape already, look at them. You can see them, look at them. Yeah. Definitely plotting their escape already. Oh, look at this little fella. Hello. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, I think Sarah's going to be mightily impressed. Well, they're lying down, so hopefully they're happy. Hopefully they're happy. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him. Go on, go on. Show us them moves. No? Camera shy. Okay. Well, I think we better go and get them some food and water, really. I mean, they have got grass here, but I am going to fill these troughs up. So, let's go get some of that. I need to breathe in a bit here. Right, let's just pull this out the way. Close this. So you don't escape? No, you don't. Ah, I see you. I see you. Yeah. Cheeky things. I know what they're like. Right. Good job we made those bales, isn't it? Because we can now feed them off. I'm going to have to put this away at some point, but I'll probably do that off camera. Let's just leave it here. It should be fine. Should have plenty of room to get around there with the tractor. Yeah, we do. Right. Right. Here she is. Right, we don't need the pallet forks. So we can drop those down. There we go. But what we do need is that spike. So let's hook this on. Got to come back a bit more. Hooked. There we go. Right, so we need one from over here. Don't hit the corner of that, thank you. We need one from over here, which is our hay, I believe. Just grab this one on top. Oh. Be careful I don't hit the roof there. There we go. Look at this. Feeding, well, other than the chickens. They don't necessarily take a bale of grass and hay. They just take corn and leftovers. Or not corn, but chicken feed. But it looks like corn. Dried corn anyway. Feeding our first... Oh, easy does it. Animal. Zzz, plural. Feeding our first animals, plural. Right, let's just hope they don't try and escape. They're all standing by the gate here. Look, I don't like this. Go away. Go on, go and stand over there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. Arabatic goats we have. And sheep. Right. Come on, fellas. Out the way. And ladies. Come on. Out the way, please. Hopefully this will entice them to come over here, I guess. Right. I've got to cut off this... what do you call it? Here you go. Look at them happily eating in there, look. Right. Let's go and get another one. Yeah, I might have to... In fact, hang on a minute. I'm being a bit of a donkey here, really, because I could just drop the thing over the fence. I don't actually have to come into the pen at all, do I? Yeah, that was a bit silly on my behalf. Right, come on, you lady. Out the way, please. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake on my behalf. I can just drop the thing over the top, can't I? And then just walk in. I don't have to take the tractor in there and scare them all. That was a bit silly. Okay, never mind, never mind, never mind. Right, let's get one of these ones. Made a boo-boo there already, didn't I? Open that one, and we'll open that one. And what we can do is we can just quickly spin round. Yoink. We also need to go and check on the veg as well. Here we go. Right, let's get this one here up against the pillars. Gadoosh. There we go. Being careful not to hit the door. But we can raise this above the door. There we go. Now we can drop it down again. Yeah, I can just drop this here. I don't actually need to go in there. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. That was a bit silly on my behalf. So I can just drop this here, jump in. Being careful not to drive over the fence, because the tractor will just go straight through it. We can just drop that there. Okay. Here we go. Cut that one open. Spread it out. He should be happy. Look at him chewing his little face. Chomp, chomp, chomp. They seem happy. Right. Let's hop back over this. There we go. Water now. In fact, what we can do for water, so we'll just leave that there. If we get the littler one, it's a bit easier to get in and out and maneuver. Hopefully that won't scare them too much. I can't remember if I actually showed you or told you. I remember telling you that I hadn't found a water outlet anywhere. So we actually had one installed, and I don't think I ever showed you. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I actually can't remember. But because this barn has got water in it, what we did was we found the mains water, and we just ran a little hose up here, look. That's all we did. So, oh, I can close this now. So we've actually got outside access to water now, which is handy. So yeah, there's the little water tap. We just took it from the water supply that runs in this building and put a little hose in. Right, and we do have a water thing, look. This is what I bought as part of all the equipment that I bought, and I spent all that money. Nice little one. Should do the job nicely. There we go. Right. Go and fill this up. This is going to take, I don't know, probably enough time to put the kettle on. Put it that way. will take a little while, so we'll let that fill. I'm going to go and put the kettle on. In fact, I can turn this off. Yeah. Let that fill up. In fact, it might help if I actually put the hose, open the top, pick up the hose, drop it down, turn it on. Yeah, that's going to take a little while to fill up, so I'm going to go and put the kettle on and have a cup of coffee. And I'll be back once... Well, once it's full, I guess. I'll just have a quick cup of coffee and then I'll come and check on it, basically. Okay. About 30 minutes has passed. How are we doing? About half full. I think that'll do. We'll turn that off for now. I can always fill it up again afterwards. But as long as they've got something to drink. But it's about half full. That Bowser or tanker or whatever it is you want to call it. It is about half full. Right. I still haven't heard back from the council, by the way. I need to chase them. There is a possibility that my response got lost in the post. That does happen. But yeah, I do need to chase them and find them. Or find out what is happening with that. No. Go away. Go away. Go on, go away. You're not trying to escape. Oh, a bit further forward yet. Just let me close this behind me. The first rule of farming is always close the gate. There we go. Right, let's put some water in this one for them. It's a lot easier with this little one, I have to say. A lot easier. Right, there we go. Right, open that. Okay. Right. That should be pretty cool. In fact, we can actually leave this in here, really, can't we? We leave this about here. It should be okay. They've got two troughs to drink from, plus that big one. Should be right. Oh, hello. You come to say hello, have you? Hello. Hello. Ooh. Right. Get out of here. Let them be in peace. They do seem to be happy. That's the most important thing. As long as they're happy. So yeah, there we go. We have sheepses and a goat. What do you think? Impressive? I think it's quite impressive. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think it's quite cool to have some sheepsies and some goats. Look at them eating quite happily. Eating quite happily. Nice. Right, that's probably where I'm going to leave it for today. I'm going to go and wait now for Sarah to get home. There's not much more I can do. I'm going to go and think up what we can do here now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this half. I might put some crop in. I don't know what yet, but there's a lot of space there. Because we've still got all that side. So I might put some crop in here. Maybe I'll put some crop that will give me straw. because then I will be able to use straw for bedding when I build the hut for the sheep, and also bedding for cows later on in the future, and maybe pigs as well. So it might be worth cutting that area, getting the bales of what we can off of that, and then maybe putting a crop in there that will give me corn. I need to look in not corn, a crop that will give me straw. I need to look in exactly what will give me straw. I'm sure wheat. I'm pretty sure it's wheat and barley give me straw, so we can have a look and see how that works. Do some research on the internet about buying and selling wheat and barley and stuff like that. Will be quite cool, actually. Right, but as I said, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go and put this stuff away. And I might go and have another cup of coffee and just watch the sheep, actually, because they're quite cool to watch. So, yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, if you're interested in my content at all, if you want to see how we progress. Like the video. That supposedly helps the special YouTube algorithm, but nobody knows how it works. It just works, apparently. And, yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.